Hello and welcome to the PvP compilation of the Viking build created by Killjack/Evil Chippy. This build revolves around axes and looking like a Viking. As you can see, red and white red shield, lightning hand axe, royal helm, the bandit's armor, guardian gloves, guardian leggings, Chloranthy ring, and the Fat ring. Now, the character itself originally started with Gough's armor, but it didn't come out too well, and he's not very happy about that, but he still looks like a Viking, so victory for me. Alright, so the first Invader is using a magic weapon, and it looks like we've got ourselves a giant build with, no, it's kind of like the Rage It In originally, but not really, just using magic and all the good stuff. Now the Golem axe, a lot of people don't realize how powerful it is because it has that R2 attack, and it really helps me win 3 or 4 fights. I got a leg backstab there. You know, that happens. So he's spamming his R1 and his R2, and it just means that I'm just going to keep hacking him away because he's not even trying to riposte or anything. So that's why the Viking is a Viking, at stabbing you in the face with his axes. The build came to me when I was goofing around and I was like, hey, I don't see anyone using axes. No one uses axes in Dark Souls, so I decided that I was actually going to give it a try, and originally he started with elemental weapons. Now, it was really good to start, but as I got near the 70 level, it just was not working out at all. It was not dealing enough damage, so I decided to pump some points into strength. So here we go, another magic weapon with a two-hander. This guy's got his strategy down as just swinging, and unless you can break the Viking's poise, he will trade blow for blow with you, and because his vitality is so high, he generally will win. His strength is just 36. It's enough to wield both the axe and the Black Knight Greataxe, which you will see later. Again, most of the time when I'm fighting, I do not use a shield unless it requires a riposte or someone who loves to spam. That two-handed swing is devastating. 411 damage on that poor guy. And one lightning hand axe, and down he goes. There's a few downsides to having Vamos' helm. You can't get the fire anymore, or the chaos, but I've already gotten both of them to where I want them. Here I pulled a stupid. I decided, you know what, he's got the Black Knight Greataxe. I'm going to use the Black Knight Greataxe, and it's going to cost me in the long run of it. I fought this gentleman 3 times, but one of my Fraps recordings didn't pull through. The second one did, and then someone else invaded, and it turned out to be a very bad plan for me. So I'm still trying to get used to the Viking's full build. He's really fun to play. He's got a completely different style than the Jogger or than the Rage It In, but I don't think he's my favorite, mainly because he needs to fight people that are generally not turtling. He has no anti-turtle. As you'll see, nailing this guy a few times doesn't work out because he's got his block up. And that attack is so slow that it's kind of useless. If you can hit someone with it, it's not useless anymore, but you gotta hit them with it. So I switch to two-hand, trying to break his poise, and it's not working. You go back and forth, put the shield out. I'm trying to go for the riposte here because he's just trying to circle me. So I decide, no, I'm not playing this game. Don't try and circle for the backstab. I'll just counter it. And unfortunately, it turns out that he can go poise for poise with me on my swings. And I missed there somehow. Big whiff. Had I hit him, it would have been a draw, but lost due to half a second of mistiming. And that's one thing, I don't only record my wins, I record both my wins and my losses. It's the way I play. Again, Truthful Pit, he was a very good PvPer, so go up against him again. This time I decide, you know what, I'm going to stay with the Golem axe, because the Golem axe is a better choice when against someone who's got reach. Especially when you start using that R2. And that R2 is actually expensive in the long run. We're talking 30 to 70 souls per use on the repair bill. Now here I was kind of cheesed off because he just R1 spammed. I remember this guy. I'm going to lose on this one, I believe, right here and now. He's just going to keep pyro spamming at this point, so I'm like, I can do that too. And then I die. So yeah. With the Viking, you really have to pull ahead. If you get behind, you have to start being a little more defensive. Aggressive play really does work, but only in certain situations. So, yeah, he looks actually pretty funny when he's rotted as well. And here's Truthful Pit, I believe, a third time. This is the one where I win. Give him a wave. We had been going back and forth for a little bit. Comes out with his Black Knight Greataxe, and I'm staying with Golem Axe and Shield this time. My little Viking Shield. But yeah, I decide that a riposte is worthwhile at this point, because I'm just going to pump out 740 damage on him. You know, it's better than getting a backstab, in my opinion, especially with people who spam R1. So he's decided that he's not happy with the trade we've done, and then he eats a R2 in the face. It doesn't do much damage compared to most weapons, but that distance and the fact that you actually have a range attack, it's pretty good. So we have an Invader coming in, and he's nice enough to wait for the fight to come through, but that's kind of what PvP is all about in Dark Souls. Traded off a pyro for a swing, and won by just having more vitality all around. Now this next fight is pathetic on my part. This guy has an excellent strategy when it comes to magic users, and you should all pay attention to this. Homing Soul Mass makes me dodge. Second one's we're going to come in. I'm going to dodge again. And that range on that weapon is ridiculous. Twice I roll out of the way and twice I get hit. And it's going to happen the third time because I missed my riposte. So not even a hit landed on this guy. And I just get smoked with it. It's one of those things that got to learn how to fight them. He's using the Manserpent Greatsword with huge magic boosts. Got invaded twice. Well, I summoned someone and got invaded, so I decided, you know what, you two fight it out. Winner can take me on. Going with my binoculars. I miss a bit at the start of the fight because I'm going through the items, and there they are. Got a Sunlight Blade, and both of them are using stabby weapons. One of them using the rapier, one of them using the longsword, I believe. So they trade blows, try and riposte each other. The Sunlight Blade is obviously going to win out just because it's damage through the shield and the general poke of 300 damage. Yeah, more damage than my axe with a single poke. It's a little disheartening when I look at it. It's like, wow, that one buff does more damage than my giant axe. So 342 for 257. Back and forth. Swing for 35. Keeps going, back and forth. Backstab. Probably a lag backstab there from what I could see. Here they go. And yeah, just poke and death. Poke and death, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. Slowly walk up, acting all like, congratulations, you won. Viking just gonna get his souls. No. Gives me a bow. Viking says, bring it on. It's generally what I do with the Viking. There's no bow, it's a bringing on animation. Here we go. Circle each other. Now this fight's really fast. I mean, if you're just going to be trying to come in for backstabs or generally trying your best to just turtle through with a rapier weapon, it's not going to work out too well. With the Sunlight Blade, it would have actually been really, really dangerous, but I'm not really afraid of that when he doesn't have it. But I pancake him, 364 damage with the Lord Blade Armor, and then an R2, and down he goes. A lot of people do not expect that Golem Axe. It's just so dangerous. Here you go with the invasions. The last two videos to come in. This one was before. Or sorry, this one was technically my last one. The next one was before this, but it ended rather hilariously, so I kept it for the end for all you people who love jokes. Got a lightning resin going on, double axe, and this fight, I don't know what was going on with the connection, but there was some major lag. I got 3 swings in there, and only one of them connected. The second one didn't even deal damage, and the third one got riposted. So I was kind of like, okay, I know how this is going to go. So at this point, I have to fight defensively. I'm down to no health, and because they're not pushing the advantage, I keep them on the ropes with the R2 and the Pyromancy. Dodging out of the way when they're obviously coming in for a stop poke is usually good. Shield up, of course. They keep trying to move in when I do the R2, which is a beautiful thing as far as I'm concerned, because people always try to riposte that, and it doesn't generally work when you try and riposte a gust of wind. It's just not good. There are many times when this person should have gotten the win, but due to just the timing landing in my favor, I was able to knock them back with the R2. If I do remember, this attack, or this fight, costed me something along the lines of 1,000 souls for the R2 spam. Well, spam is a strong word. I use it quite often. And I really hate the Katarina set. It's got such a low weight for its high poise that it's a pain in the ass to deal with. Alright, so we're going to move on to the second invasion. And this one, I had to go and find them, so I just cut to the point where I did. They give a bow. Gonna give him a bow. You know, I had to hunt him down, and he came to fight me, so you know what? He deserves a bow. But we decide we're not going to fight here. We're just going to go up here and go that way. So we've got a Claymore versus my axe. And this fight is going to be rather abrupt. Kick, axe, axe, axe. 600 damage in 3 swings. Now, a lot of weapons can do more than that, but again, this is the Viking build. It's all theme builds with me. I don't play anything that's like, oh, this is the best and this is the greatest. It's all themes. You'll find people that have better builds than I do, and you'll find people that have more powerful attacks and all this good stuff, but I'm here to have fun. That's the entire point of playing Dark Souls, in my opinion, is to play different things and have fun with it. So here we go, back and forth, back and forth. Thrust stab. I'm two-handing it at this point. I've got the advantage, so I'm going to push it. There's no point in just backing off. Just keep threatening them. Eventually they're going to swing, and you're going to beat them. Give them a bow, and here's the part where I love. I'm just going to walk around, and I'm going to jump off the cliff. But anyhow, Indicted. Thanks for joining me. Have yourself a great time, and I hope you join me for the next one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It might be a compilation. Thank you very much again, and have a good day.